The internet is screaming at you. Move faster. Hustle harder. Trade options, buy crypto, and flex your success. In the modern world, anxiety is disguised as ambition. We are told that wealth is loud, that it requires a frantic, breathless sprint. But the greatest financial minds in history knew a different truth: action is the enemy of compounding. Consider Sir Isaac Newton, the man who invented calculus and mapped the laws of gravity. In 1720, he invested in the South Sea Company, the crypto boom of his era. Newton knew it was a bubble. But watching his friends get rich, FOMO broke him. He bought at the absolute peak, lost everything, and said, "I can calculate the motion of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people." High intelligence cannot save you from the madness of the crowd. Why? Because we fundamentally misunderstand what wealth actually is. In The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel reveals the ultimate trap: we confuse being rich with being wealthy. They are not the same thing. Rich is a current income. It is the finance sports car, the oversized watch, the loud, desperate need to prove your status to strangers. It is a zero-sum game of ego. But wealth? As Housel writes, wealth is what you don't see. Wealth is the cars not purchased, the diamonds not bought, the first-class upgrades declined. Wealth is financial energy that has not yet been converted into stuff. It is a hidden, coiled spring. It is an option not yet taken, offering you ultimate flexibility. This brings us to ancient Greece, to the philosopher Epicurus. Today, an Epicurean means someone who loves luxury. But the real Epicurus lived on plain bread, water, and olives. His ultimate goal was not endless accumulation, but ataraxia, a state of profound serenity, absolute calmness, and freedom from distress. Modern hustle culture tells you to constantly increase your income to match your growing desires. It is a financial treadmill that never, ever stops. Epicurus solved the math differently. He realized that if you artificially cap your desires, you become instantly, permanently wealthy. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. If wealth is what you don't see, and the goal is ataraxia, how do you actually invest? You make it incredibly, painfully boring. Nobel laureate Paul Samuelson said, "Investing should be more like watching paint dry or watching grass grow. If you want excitement, take $800 and go to Las Vegas." The modern finance bro treats the market like a casino. He trades daily, pays exorbitant taxes, bleeds out on fees, and burns out his nervous system. The sage does the opposite. Charlie Munger taught us that the big money is not in the buying or the selling, but in the waiting. You buy quality. You lock it away. You sit perfectly still. You let the silent, invisible force of compound interest do the heavy lifting while you sleep. But why? If the goal isn't to buy luxury, why build this silent mountain of capital? For the ultimate dividend, autonomy. Enter Diogenes the cynic, a philosopher who owned literally nothing but a wooden bowl, living in a large clay jar in the streets of Athens. Alexander the Great, the conqueror of the known world, visited Diogenes. He looked at the beggar and offered him anything he desired. Any treasure. Any title. Diogenes did not ask for gold. He looked at the most powerful man on earth and simply said, "Yes. Stand a little out of my sun." That is true wealth. The ability to look at a toxic boss, a bad deal, or a panicked market, and simply say, "No. Stand out of my sun." Stop playing their status game. Seek quiet capital. Compound your calm. Welcome to the new epoch. Subscribe and build your fortress.